Yes, as the pound continued to gain traction across all its major pairs, we want to look at the GBPUSD together and see what expectation is going to be like in the next couple of hours, days, or weeks. Moving on to the daily time frame, it is obvious that we've been on a downtrend since the beginning of the year, and this downtrend continuation last has been on before this year. Pulling out our line charts, we can easily identify a bearish trend line if we draw it from what has been happening since May last year. We can see we had one here. I think we have like I think there is a major one here. This is a major one that we can see here. Then we have another one around here. Yes. So I'll make this a little bit lighter since it's not the major trend line we'll be working with. So with the trend line here, and we look closely into what has been happening since May last year, that's over a year now, we can see how price has been respecting this trend line consistently. You can see as soon as price gets to that area, we see a rejection that send price going down. So in this regard, we are here now at 1.2660, and we might be looking forward to price coming back to that level where we might see a trend continuation to the downside. So with this information at the back of our hands, how do we want to take advantage of this trade? Are we going to wait for this for buyers to pull price up, after which we look for opportunity to sell? Then if we are going to do that, then that means we have to remain active for a very long period of time. However, if we scale down to a much lower time frame, let's say the 2 hours time frame, then we're beginning to see structures lining up before our highs. On the 2 hours time frame, as you can see here, the first thing first I noticed was that we had this bearish trend line, no, this bullish trend line. So allow me to give this a green to emphasize the bullish tendencies on this one. And during the course of last week's trading session, we saw a breakdown of that bullish trend line. As you can see here, with a key level sitting right at 1.26. Sorry, allow me to label this key level at 1.26. Let's place this at the top. Okay, so with a key level sitting right at 1.26, and hold on a second, please. As we can see, price broke down that key level and has been rejecting that key level since the later part of last month until we finally saw that move at the beginning of this month that sent price crashing down. Now we have a reversal pattern lookalike at this point where a signal in the form of a breakout of structure has happened, and we might be looking forward to a retest to do a confirmation to send price going probably into this trend line, into this key level, after which we are going to see a downtrend continuation, or probably price is going to break out of that key level to send price going further up to the upside to meet the trend line we identified here on the daily time frame. So now we have multiple scenarios that we can play around with at this point. So in the last 4 hours, we've seen that price, the participants are actually giving the pounds um, more more traction as we see this two bullish engulfing candle happen in the last 4 hours. With that being said, and with a reversal pattern identified around this area, like I said, we might be looking to take an advantage of a buy opportunity if price action does a retest of that reversal structure, and then we see structures that support a bullish bias to take advantage of the trend continuation to the upside. So if we have something like this, then we will be looking for entry points around this area, that is area where a retest of structure is happening, and we can take advantage of that bullish move if it finally happens. So if we have an entry point like this, we have our position side looking something like this with a 50 pips stop loss, and looking at our key level as a take profit target, or the trend line as take profit target. So in the meantime, let's use our key level as a take profit target, which is around 1.26. Sorry, 1.26, and that falls around 230 pips profit target at this point. So if you scale down to a much lower time, let's say the 15 minutes time frame, I want to see things more clearly on the 15 minutes time frame. After identifying one, the bearish trend line we identify on the higher time frame, where we're looking at possibility of price to go into the trend line before we see a reversal, a trend continuation to the downside. Then we identify a key level on the 2 hours time frame at 1.26, and we identified also a reversal pattern on the 2 hours time frame, which we already have a signal that has come in the form of a breakout of structure that we can see here, and we're looking forward to a retracement into somewhere around here or here for us to take advantage going to the upside. So if we want to have a key level at this point, if we pull out our line chart, we could definitely choose an area where it has been a support and a resistance at the same time. And if we do that closely, we can see that 1.3750 is more or less a line that we can take into consideration in that regard. So with that being said, our entry point right now for the GBPUSD for any buy opportunity will definitely be around this area going forward. So we'll be looking for buy opportunity around this area. Buy opportunity. Let's place this right in between. So what our expectation high is looking like this. We look for something like this. We look for a reversal pattern around here, a breakout of structure, a retest into structure, a confirmation of a trend going to the upside. So this is what we'll be looking out for in the next couple of hours. And at this point, I would like to pause the video and let's see how price is going to react going forward. Um, Ensure to check my the comment section on my TradingView account for regular updates in this regard, as I will make sure to always keep you updated on what my plans are on this pair. Thank you for watching, and good afternoon to you.